But the snow may be a welcome sight for some. Our Mike Seidel is in Minneapolis looking at how people are dealing with not one but two, but a few storms that, Mike, have brought us now into the top 10 snowiest Februaries on record.
Yeah, this is the fourth storm that they've dealt with. Last Tuesday, 4.1. Thursday, we had 4.9. Sunday, 4.9. Today, at least 4 inches, 3 daily snowfall records, and now the entire deficit, which was at 50% last week, is gone. We're now in the plus column, and it's still coming down. It's light snow. It's very powdery, as it has been all along. Temperatures this morning in the low 20s, and, you know, you just throw it up. And right now, we don't have a whole lot of wind. The wind will tend to pick up this afternoon as the storm winds up and heads across the eastern lakes, not far from Detroit, from Indianapolis up towards Detroit. So with that said, we went back to the Bartz brothers' house up in the northern suburbs of Minneapolis, St. Paul. We were there 4 years ago. Now, these three guys, they had some help this year. They have built a huge snow sculpture. It's all for charity. And we talked to Austin Bartz yesterday about the process getting it built this year.
We started collecting snow in early December, and we spent about 600 hours making it. We spent at least about 3 weeks just hauling snow. We didn't do it 24/7 because a few of us were in school. We had other things to do, and I still had to work. But we worked on it. We chipped away at it for about 3 weeks. And then after week 3, we started really working on the details and getting the final touches done.
And he told me that it was a tough year because they had hardly any snow in December. They actually went over to a Walmart and climbed in to the pile, made a tunnel to get the wet snow. What they do with the powdery snow is they take it into the garage, and all the snow for that matter, and heat the garage up to 90 degrees so they can form it, and then they take it out. Now, this structure is called Slinky the Snail. Slinky the Snail, you can see, and it rises up to 23 feet. And the first couple of weekends in January, they had like 6,000 people come by to line up and take pictures, and it looks unbelievable at night. And by the way, all the proceeds, all the donations go to a great cause. They've been supporting clean water across the planet for the 8 years they've been building these snow sculptures. By the way, I asked Austin, what's the last bit of snow melted in the front yard? He said 1 year it was in early May. Well, it seems like May is a long way away here in the Twin Cities. The snow winds down. Now, it's going to get a bit colder for the rest of the week, but not the bitter cold we had a couple of weeks ago. And even last week, we got down to about 10 below zero. We're going to be down just below zero in the mornings, and highs will be mostly in the teens later this week into the weekend. But the Thursday snowfall we talked about over the past couple of days, maybe 1, 2, 3 inches. Right now, that's off the table. Everything is going to be farther south, much farther south, Kelly. May have an impact along I-70 in Missouri. That's still several days away, but right now we may be snow-free after today until next week. But a chance to get out and enjoy all this snowfall. As you can see, once again this morning, the roads are snow-packed and snow-covered. Kelly?
Yeah, you've been practically living there in the Twin Cities, Mike. But just looking at that road behind you, I mean, a lot of people from other parts of the country are like, wow, they can drive on that. But at least snow gives you a little bit of friction.
Yeah, you get some traction, but I can tell you there have been a lot of spin-outs over the past week or so. Last Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, there were 340, they call them crashes, in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. So that's where people drive too fast. And most of the ones we've seen, nobody gets hurt, and usually the car doesn't even get damaged. It spins around into the median or the snowbank. And by the way, helpful hint from the DOT, Minnesota DOT, wants you to give snowplow drivers plenty of room. So far this season, 42 snowplows have been involved in accidents.
Wow.
You got to give them distance. Treat a snowplow as an emergency vehicle, and they say they have 275,000 tons of salt. Plenty to go around, and don't worry about running out of salt. But yeah, if you're near a snowplow, stay back.
Give them room.
Why risk it? And the snowplows are doing, let them do their thing.
Exactly. Very good point. A lot of those plows have the flashing lights on them, just like an emergency vehicle would as well. So definitely give them their space. You need your space, too, to get out there on the roads. And